On behalf of GALA, it's my great pleasure to welcome you here to the premiere launch of Queer Africa 2. I would particularly like to welcome writers, without whom this book would not have been possible. I think they deserve a round of applause. Here we are, humble, hopeful, and ready for a new generation of young, fierce, fabulous, queer, and African activists, writers, archivists, and artists to take GALA into the next 20 years. This anthology is the embodiment of a safe space for queer African expression. The publication of Queer Africa 2 is of such vital importance to the work of GALA, as it ensures, in both a symbolic and practical way, that the narratives of us LGBTIQ people are preserved and celebrated. What we'd like to present you with Pamela and the rest of the Writing Centre is a cover of the Queer Africa 2, which has the beautiful design of Danielle Clark, who you'll hear from later.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
On the cover of the book, I'd like to read the dedication. This book is dedicated to Makhosazana who dreamed the second volume into life during the launch of Queer Africa. Now it's my privilege to introduce you to Barbara Boswell, the panel coordinator for this afternoon. I hand over to Barbara.
Thank you everybody for being here. You're in for a wonderful, wonderful treat. These stories are delicious.
Diary. Something wonderful is happening. I looked in the mirror and I did not want to throw up. I liked this feeling. All was well until Phumzi walked in from his run. If he only knew that my whole life I've avoided such close encounters with men because I don't know if I could trust myself in such intimate situations. I've always felt like they could smell that I was hiding something, that I was lying about who I am.
How does one write the other without actually verifying some of those things that are seen as scorn-worthy?
I think it's quite difficult, and I'm not sure if I have reified what is scorned. Maybe by making it satirical, by making it pitilessly ironical, and therefore sending it up, almost celebrating the cliche, saying, let's actually be this cliche. Let's be queer, let's be fat, let's be out there, and that's, I think, how I'm trying to do it.
Given that the political climate is so salient, why do you focus then on these small moments of intimacy?
The political stuff can get overwhelming, and sometimes we focus a lot on the laws and the regulations, but I think it's just seeing these people falling in love with each other, even with the backdrop of the politics.
To kiss you when the clock struck midnight and the start of a new year, and not quickly in the kitchen as we washed the dishes, your teeth grazing my lips. We could be ashamedly us only when everyone else was asleep. We fucked on the sitting room rug that everyone walked over in the daytime.
Just less than an hour from the village of Makhosazana, Rosa rose from her sleep. She screamed when she realized she was naked. "Oh no!" she cried. "I haven't seen that thing in a long time. Somebody give me something to cover this bloody curse." She ripped off the car seat covers and made herself a little skirt. Her ready-made breast wool hung down to cover her round belly. "When were you planning to tell us the truth, Rosa?"
We were learning a new song. Something about being men with iron hearts and fighting and winning. It was an important song because we had to link our arms around each other's necks when we sang and move from side to side very slowly. I think we also sang it with the pipe band once. The fact that when Mr. Boyson sang it alone first, his eyes were closed and his right hand was on his iron heart was also an indication of the song's importance.
It puts her among people who have never or seldom come across someone like her, who don't know who she is or what she is.
What opportunities can fiction offer to reimagine what it means to be a queer or trans or fat body on the African continent.
Literature, I think, allows us to imagine what life could be like if we were accepted as queers, you know. It allows us to imagine new possibilities.
Queer Africa did so well, and yet you've achieved, you know, another extraordinary book. If you saw some changes from the first to the second book, some new themes emerging 4 years later, 4 or 5 years later, and what it's been like for you working on this new book.
One of the things that really surprised me with Queer Africa 1 is the fact that some universities in the country are already teaching it. It's important that we've been able to produce work that is seen as fitting within the literature space.
This is the original here. I'm an embroiderer and worked with Colleen from Majaji Books. And she said, how would you feel about doing Queer Africa 2?
A round of applause for what I like.
I want to just read, if you will allow me, from the end of the story. We are not old boys, we're black boys. We play different tunes with our tongues to crowds, to teachers, to friends, to taxi drivers, to pastors and parents, to ourselves. Yet the bangs of our desires have no song.